What's up, everybody? Justin here. Hope you're having a good weekend on this Saturday night. Or hope you had a good Friday and weekend so far. This show is a new fantasy booking show. Fantasy booking. I love to fantasy book. I would love to be a booker. I wish I could be. Maybe someday. Anyways. Fantasy booking. NXT Takeover Chicago. That's what I'm fantasy booking. NXT Takeover Chicago. Here we go. Up first, I got the UK Championship on the line. United Kingdom Championship match on Takeover Chicago. Tyler Bate defending against Jack Gallagher. They had a pretty damn good match, I thought. On NXT TV, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. I thought it was very good. So Tyler Bate, Jack Gallagher for the UK Championship once again. But this time it's at a takeover. And it's a 2 out of 3 falls match. 2 out of 3 falls. Who would I have winning? Well, I would have Tyler Bate win. Tyler Bate wins and retains a UK Championship. Tyler Bate wins it and retains it. Let me just get a drink because I'm pretty hot and tired right now. Just got done cutting the lawn, doing a lot of yard work, so that's why I'm pretty tired. So Tyler Bate wins a 2 out of 3 falls match. He wins 2 falls to 1 fall to retain his UK Championship. Up next, women's action. Not for the women's title, just a women's match, a one-on-one women's match. Nikki Cross taking on Ruby Riott in a last woman standing match. I know these two women at the real Takeover Chicago, these two women are going to be part of the NXT Women's Title Fatal 4-Way. That's going to be a damn entertaining match. I'm happy with that decision to make it a Fatal 4-Way, but this is my show. So I'm going to fantasy book them in a one-on-one match because they've been feuding up to Takeover Chicago. In my opinion, they've been feuding. So Nikki Cross, Ruby Riott, one-on-one in a last woman standing match. Last woman standing, tables are involved. Tables get broken, chairs are involved. And what else is involved? Did I write? Tables, chairs, and everything. So, basically, any type of weapons they want to use, I got Nikki Cross winning the last women's standing match. Nikki Cross wins over Ruby Riott. I like Ruby Riott. She has a bright future, but I put Nikki Cross over because she's been there longer and she's more established as a star. And they need to use her more anyways on TV. She should be on TV every week, in my opinion. So up next we got a tag team matchup. Sanity, Eric Young, part of Sanity, or representing Sanity, Eric Young, and the other guy's name, I forget his name, but his last name I think is Wolf. So Eric Young and Wolf of Sanity take on DIY in a number 1 contenders match. The winner will become the number 1 contender for the NXT tag titles in the future, on a future NXT TV or future takeover. So Sanity against DIY, number 1 contenders tag team match. I got Sanity winning because I would like to see DIY get drafted. If they're going to do a draft, I don't know if they are, but if they're going to do one in July or August or September, I think DIY, it's time for them to go to the main roster, probably to SmackDown. So DIY, I would like to see them get drafted to the main roster. So that's why I'm putting over Sanity. Sanity wins and is the new number one contender for the tag titles. Now the NXT tag team title match. Authors of Pain defending the tag team titles against a mystery team, because the Authors of Pain and Paul Ellering issue an open challenge to any team in wrestling, any team in, used to be in NXT, any team on SmackDown or Raw. So the Authors of Pain issue an open challenge for the NXT tag titles. Who opens and who accepts the challenge? The Ascension. The Ascension return to NXT. The Ascension returns. I imagine they get a pretty big pop. Why not bring them back to NXT? Because the Ascension is doing absolutely nothing on SmackDown. Absolutely nothing. They're being wasted. So the Ascension accepts the open challenge. Ascension, Authors of Pain. I think that'd be a entertaining match to see. That'd be a hell of a fight, because both teams are really big and use power moves and use their strength to their best abilities. They use their power and strength to win matches, basically. Actually, I got the Ascension winning. The Ascension wins. The Ascension wins, becomes the new NXT Tag Team Champions once again, because they used to be. So Authors of Pain, after they lose the tag titles, I guess they will stay in NXT. I don't know if they should be drafted. They might be drafted anyways, if there is a draft. Now to the NXT Women's Championship, NXT Women's title. Asuka defending against Ember Moon once again, but this is Ember Moon's final title shot. This is her final title shot. If Ember Moon does not win, she doesn't get any more NXT Women's title shots. Guess what? No more title shots for Ember Moon, because I got Asuka winning and retaining. And I'll tell you why. Because I like Asuka a lot. As the face of the women's division, as the franchise of the women's division in NXT. I like Asuka in NXT, and I think she should stay there until 2018, I think. That's when I think she should stay there, until 2018. Sometime in 2018, she could come to the main roster. Possibly after the Raw, after WrestleMania 34. I would like to see Asuka come to Raw. Or they could do another superstar shake-up and bring Asuka to the main roster that way. Or she could be drafted maybe in 2017. But if I was booking things, if I was in control of NXT, I would keep Asuka there until 2018. Because in my opinion, they need her. Because they don't got a deep women's division with, like, they don't even got 4 or 5 women that are great workers. So, my opinion, they need Asuka because she is the face of the women's division, and I would keep her champion. I would have her be champion for another year and have her have a what am I trying to say? I would have Asuka have a 2-year long title reign. That's what I would do as a booker. So Asuka wins and retains the women's title at NXT TakeOver Chicago. Ember Moon gets no more title shots. Eventually, she can go to the main roster. So up next, I got Drew McIntyre. He returned before NXT TakeOver. What was it? Orlando. He was shown in the crowd. He already made his debut. Came back in NXT. Made his debut on TV. So Drew McIntyre, the guy is still in his prime. The guy's a great talent. Drew McIntyre, I got taking on Aleister Black. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce the guy's name, but Aleister Black. I'm talking about his first name. Of course, I can I can pronounce the name Black. Anybody could. So Aleister Black against Drew McIntyre. So this is, I'm trying to read what I wrote down here. See, this would be, I'm guessing, I'm trying to think why I wrote this down, because I don't remember why. But I wrote 7 matches down. Oh, that 7 matches is my fantasy booking of Takeover Chicago. That's what the 7 matches means. I booked 7 matches, of course. So anyways, Drew McIntyre, Aleister Black is right before the main event. And this would be a great match. Match of the year, possibly. 5-star match. It'd be what a match. And it would just be awesome, I think. If these two guys had a one-on-one match, I think it'd be awesome. So it'd be a great match. But, as I said, it'd be a great match, but who would win? I gotta think about this. Who would win? I would have Aleister Black win. Aleister Black wins over Drew McIntyre right after the match. Drew snaps. Drew McIntyre has had enough and he snaps and attacks. Aleister Black beats him down viciously. So Drew McIntyre, after he beats him down viciously, I guess he's a heel now. Or he'd probably get booed. So yeah, Aleister Black defeats Drew McIntyre. They go for over 20 minutes and it's a classic. So now the main event of my fantasy booking of Takeover Chicago. The main event is Bobby Roode defending the NXT Championship against who I think deserves a title shot. It is Bobby Roode defending against Otami. Otami gets the title shot. He's been in NXT a while. The guy got injured, I believe, twice. And he was out for a long time, both times. But he's back now, so I'd give Otami the title shot against Bobby Roode. And this match is a knockout match. What is a knockout match? Well, it is the man that can't get up to answer the 10 count loses. That's what a knockout match is. I just made it up. That's what it's called. It's a knockout match. So whoever doesn't answer the 10 count, as I said, would lose. So we know Otami has his finisher, the TKO, the go to sleep, TKO, whatever you want to call it. And Bobby Roode has a Roode bomb. So, who wins? Well, it's a draw. It is a draw because both guys get knocked out at the same time. And neither guy, Otami can't get up, Roode can't get up to answer the 10 count, so the referee declares it's a draw. Why did I book it as a draw? Because I don't like Otami losing. I don't want him to lose on his first Takeover event back. He hasn't been on a Takeover in a very long time. Otami's missed probably over a year of Takeovers or more. So double knockout. The match finish is a double knockout. Neither guy wins, but it's a draw. So by it being a draw and a double knockout, that means Bobby Roode retains. He retains the title, but he did not win the match. Double knockout finish. That's what I would do. I would do a double knockout finish in this knockout match. Because I don't want Otami losing, and I don't want Bobby Roode losing the title yet. I don't think it's time for Bobby Roode to lose the championship yet. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed my NXT TakeOver Chicago fantasy booking show. The event is, I think, in 2 weeks on Saturday night. And 14 days away, I think. I think it's in 2 weeks. I'm not sure, but it's right before Backlash. So I believe it's in 2 weeks on Saturday night. Follow me on Twitter For the real NXT Takeover Chicago, I will be live tweeting it at WWE NXT Guy. Also, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoy my fantasy booking videos. If you enjoy any of my videos, give me a thumbs up, or like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye for now, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.